The turbocharger fitted from factory to the 200 series is actually a really good unit when it's used within its design envelope. But it still has a few design issues, and they're really associated with the fact that the manufacturer is trying to keep the costs down so that you as a consumer aren't paying the earth for your vehicle. So where are these issues? Well, some of them include the aerodynamics on the compressor side with the cast wheel and the fact that it has a really poor surge limit. The other side of it is the VNT system in the turbocharger is the metallurgy used and the tolerances and just the overall design isn't up to where it could be. Another factor is the corrosion in the turbine housing, which impinges on the VNT set and sometimes with age actually contracts it in such a way as to cause it to seize, and then you get actuator codes. The bearing system is limited in terms of its maximum boost rating. So GTurbo has assessed these issues. We've looked at hundreds and hundreds of these turbos over the years, and we've come up with a design to address not only those issues, but also some other things that you see when you're really trying to push the envelopes of performance to deliver to our customers a really good driving experience. So where the factory turbocharger is limited to around that 26, 28 PSI, that's where we tune them to, which is actually higher than some companies. So we do actually give our customers a lot better value than other companies may provide when they go a little bit easier. We know that they can do that, but they can only do about that pressure in the mid-range. In the low end, where you really drive your vehicle, you just can't do it. If you try it doing more than about 22 PSI at 1800, 2000 RPM, you'll get the chirpy birds or a whooshing noise out the snorkel and a reduction in horsepower. And many people have posted about this, and of course we've experienced ourselves. And in fact, we experienced it on the dyno when we determine what are the limits of the factory turbocharger by loading it up, finding the surge limits, and then writing a program specific to that. But of course that spoils the party, because at 2000 RPM, you're really limited to about 700 Newton meters at the wheels under a steady state condition. Now a steady state condition is when you are towing in a kind of a continuous environment, a fixed load, fixed boost pressure. The intercooler will get hot, the temperatures get higher, and as a result of that, the air density in your inlet manifold at, for example, 22 PSI is less than it might be with a much cooler intercooler and so forth. And that's about 700 Newton meters at the wheels. We may see 750, 800 peak on the dyno, but in a steady state condition, that's about what it is. With the G380, we're able to run 35 PSI at 1800, 1900 RPM at say 18 to 1 air fuel ratio at that point. And that really allows you to go even 950 Newton meters at the tyres, and 900, even 1,000 on some cars, depending on all the accessories that are supporting the product. So GTurbo designed the G380 and its bigger brother, the G450 and G450 Titanium, to address all of the issues found that we've experienced in the factory turbocharger, as well as give you a whole lot of extra sizzle and benefits in the upgrade. Some of those things include the material that we make the compressor wheel out of. We use a much stronger grade of aluminium. Of course, all the wheels are billet machined, but we also have on the Titan versions an extremely hard metal coating on the exterior of the compressor wheel. And on the titanium models, of course, the compressor wheel is titanium, and with that you get an extra year warranty, because it's to all intents and purposes in our area it's unbreakable. The thrust bearing is improved so it can handle up to 45 PSI. The turbine is a massively improved efficiency item so that it can give you the bottom end that you want in your vehicle while giving you that mid-range efficiency when you're running the high boost. The VNT system has been redesigned and with better materials and better tolerances to give much lower friction so that you're far less likely to put load on your actuators and get that dreaded actuator code that some of you 200 series owners have seen from time to time. As far as the performance is concerned, the G380 is capable of delivering around that 1,000 Newton meters at the wheels. We typically limit to about 950 Newton meters at the wheels because we find that the safe limit for the drivetrain, in particular the gearbox and torque converter. If you fit the G380 alongside our Pro 100 injectors, if it's for the DPF model, an airbox and a fan kit, which would really be the backbone of a warrior kit, you would expect to see around that up to 1,000 Newton meters at the wheels, but we'd really lock that down to about 950 to protect your torque converter and gearbox. As far as power is concerned, it's around that 380 horsepower. Some of them are 400 horsepower, there or thereabouts. If you go to the G450, we can push that power up with this same arrangement to over 420, 430 horsepower at the wheels, and with some other upgrades, we can go further than that as well.